Welcome back, everyone. We are playing BattleTech. We are going to run through a quick procedural mission here. In subsequent videos, we'll be focused on priority missions. We have our mech warriors fully leveled up. We have a bunch of assaults, minus an atlas, but we are ready to go. So we will be playing priority missions here on out as often as possible. We will be running a few procedural missions in between, and we're hoping to conclude this campaign this weekend. So in the next, call it 10 videos, we most likely will be finishing up the campaign. Now it's been a few days, so we do have a contract here. I just want to do a few things just to show you guys. We've maxed out all our mech warriors. We've kept them all alive, which was no easy feat. We've come close to losing a few people, but luckily we've kept everybody alive so far. We are playing a self-imposed Iron Man mode, and a lot of people are asking, how does he keep everyone alive? And in full transparency, I have run a lot of procedural missions. So we are recording, I want to say, episode 95. So that is a lot of procedural missions, which means that for the priority missions, which are the most difficult in my opinion, I come in with heavier mechs and more advanced weaponry. And that's just because I like to play conservative. I love this game, so the procedural missions I find to be a lot of fun, especially salvaging and farming mechs. So we have a contract here we're going to take. This will hopefully ease us back into the game. We did do some interesting things in our last video, talking about pairing mechs and mech warriors together. And we do have a Sniper King Crab. So we're going to actually kind of swap this out, but before we do, I want to view the details. So we have an assassinate mission. It's 4.5 skulls, so this should be more on the difficult side. So we want to come in and make sure we can kind of blow them out of the water. And so what do I want to do in my lineup? Now, we do have low-spirited Riptide, but we are bringing in 3 high-spirited players. I like to keep Riptide and Mockingbird in because they have Master Tactician, which allows these mechs to go and turn earlier, which is hugely beneficial in my opinion for the sniper mechs, long range mechs. So we're going to, what do we do here? We're going to swap this out. We're going to put our Sniper King Crab in Mockingbird, who has Bulwark, so she can kind of sit there, gain the advantage of Bulwark and blast them away. Where Mockingbird, we're going to move up to the front line. And as I think about this, I actually am changing my mind. I'm going to put Mockingbird in the close range King Crab to get her up close, and when she gets up close, we can pound them. Where Glitch will be our sniper. She has breaching shot, although breaching shot is nice with the AC-20, but we'll see. We're hoping to get an Atlas here so we can farm. Now, I do like our Highlander that we got from a priority mission. But I'm going to actually bring in our other Highlander, which has 2 LRM-15s and 2 large lasers. And he's just going to be pounding them, causing knockback damage. So when we get 4 King Crabs, we might roll with a bunch of King Crabs because they're awesome until we get Atlases, and then we'll roll in with some Atlases, which are also awesome. Now I've gotten a little bit of shade for rolling in with such heavy tonnage, especially in priority missions. But again, I'm playing self-imposed Iron Man mode, so I'm going to play conservative. One of the reasons I ran a lot of procedural missions, the primary reason is I just enjoy the game and I don't want it to end. But the secondary reason too is because it's self-imposed Iron Man mode, I want to make sure that I'm overgeared, over-experienced, and overpowered for those priority missions, so I don't lose, a mech warrior or a mech for that matter. Although we have had our mechs get beaten up pretty bad. Commander, intel says the target and their escorts will be moving through this area. Orbital recon shows a group of military units in the vicinity. We believe that's the objective. Take them out and head for the evac zone. Alright, so one thing that we have here is our melee mech with flamers, which is fantastic. I put it together as a joke to see what happens, and I'll be honest, it is a very heavily utilized mech.
This looks like a prime spot for an ambush. Be careful, Commander.
Yes, it does. Look at that, guys. Look at that. That is, in my opinion, should be a very scary sight to the enemy, rolling in with the 3 king crabs. I should differentiate between the sniper and the
Affirmative.
and the short range. So just moving them up. We have a 75-ton, 60-ton. We're hoping the one of them's an Atlas or another king crab would be nice. So we'll see. So a 20-ton Black Knight. We have a few Black Knights. Black Knights, in my opinion, are one of the best mechs in the game. You can put so many lasers on them, and they're just highly mobile, very, very effective. Now, I'm gonna... I'm going to reserve, and we did put Behemoth out there in our tank king crab, so the hope is she's the target of choice for these two. Excuse me, clearing my throat. And she is, that's okay, she is over 1800 armor.
Minimal damage on that.
A lot of people say you should bring more firepower, but with 3 other mechs I have plenty of firepower, and if once I get close, Behemoth does consistent damage with melee alone. And, you know, it's just good to have a mech that can absorb damage. She got a cockpit mod. Alright. Seems to be a fair number of LRMs, which I think is from our target. Though I could be mistaken. Now we're going to vigilance her. She can also generate a lot of evasion. And since we don't really need... Oh, she's a tank. We're just taking off a... Oh, headshot. Head hit. Alright. Now, what I'd like to do... Should be my move. Is take a weapon off the board. So...
Commander?
They're both high-spirited. Ooh. Mockingbird. There we go. Gonna start with Glitch, who's our sniper mech. And 18%. Let's see if we can headshot it. It's already been the head once. Head destroyed. That is the first called shot headshot that works. I've done it before by accident where I wasn't precision striking, but that is nice. We have another 80 tonner coming in, so that's a good feeling. Alright, so we're not close enough for Mockingbird to use the AC-20s, but I want to keep her behind Behemoth, who is our tank. Just quick draw, we really don't care about. We're just going to try to blow it up as quickly as possible. Oh, an 80 ton, so another 80 ton mech, which is not the target. We're hoping our target's a 100 ton mech. Would be fantastic if it was a Atlas that we could take. So again, for the quick draw, we are low spirited. So I should look at the cost. I haven't looked at the cost for low spirited. It's considerably more. Ton. So behemoth sitting there.
Standing by.
Excuse me, not behemoth sitting there, but behemoth is in front. Now, we're not going to bother DFAing a locust. We would one-shot it. And part of that reason is that I think
Targeting for an alpha strike.
cleaning it up caused a fair amount of damage. And then what we can do here is
Commander.
just want to move. I'm gonna keep Riptide in the back.
Confirm.
So let's look. I've always been curious. So 30 morale, so it goes up I think from baseline 25 to 30, and high spirits I think it goes from 25 to 10. So that's good to know. Now we just are gonna move this guy back in initiation phase. Get some more damage. Oh, blow off a few arms. The sniping King Crab headshotted the Black Knight. So that's pretty cool. Oh, we get to go again. Interesting. So we're moving up our primary AC 20 damage dealer. We don't have multi-shot, which is unfortunate. We're gonna save AC ammo. We're gonna hit him with everything else just to... There we go. Finish him off, which we did. We're taking weapons off the board. So this is part of the 90-ton mech. Alright, that's disappointing. Want it to be 100-ton. It's probably a stalker. Something we don't want.
What can I do for you?
Now, glitch. It's gonna go here, which is a little hotter. And we're gonna take off a large laser, and we are going to leverage multi-shot. What? Ah. That sucks.
No problem. I've got enough guns for everyone.
So Victor, we have more than a... You don't really need a Victor. I think that's another Victor. Behemoth is... You know, doing what she's supposed to be doing, absorbing the damage. Locust is backing up. And hitting us from the side. We're gonna melee it if it was close, but...
Watch my six.
Oh! I did not notice anyone behind us. I knew they had reinforcements, but I thought they were in front of us. Story reinforcements is great behind us. Alright, guys.
Commander.
You're jumping
Siren
here.
junction.
We are going to vigilance. And
Affirmative.
hopefully we wanted to hit with the large laser.
Heat damage. Damn it.
Alright. So Riptide's getting hit from behind, not great. We are gonna have to start shifting to the right. So what we're gonna try to do is face this way with our mechs. Unfortunately, that's not as easy said as done. Alright, partial cover. Going for another headshot, which nice! Wow, guys, in the game we have precision struck the head probably 7 or 8 times, and we have successfully done it twice in this mission. That was a clutch move. Well played, Mockingbird.
Yep.
Well played, Mockingbird. Now the question is, do we get... Well, can I even get... We're keeping him
Copy that.
in range here. So this costs a lot more. Well, let's go for the trifecta. Nope. Alright, so we got him exposed. Oh, to 90 tons of Highlander. I think the Highlander is one of the best assault mechs in the game, in my opinion. The mobility is unparalleled.
Taking the high road.
It runs cool depending on what weapons you put on it, obviously, but for the most part it runs fairly cool. Let's see how this works out. I'm gonna knock this guy down. Nice. So we've definitely hurt the...
It's getting pretty hot in here, Commander.
Forgot he was last. I thought the Highlander was last. So we gotta look at the symbol. So the reason it's red here, so that means he hasn't moved yet. Ow.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander. Barely hit, Commander.
Alright. So I'm gonna vigilance her.
Move order
Gonna
received.
back it up a little bit. gonna... try to take this guy off the board. Oof, they're focusing Riptide. Gotta move him further up.
Receiving you.
So we're trying to angle him since they're focusing him, so his back armor is taking a few LRMs, so you can see it's weaker here. Alright, so that CT's gotta be,
Things can't bend fast enough. I'm taking damage.
that CT's gotta be pretty weak. So, she has bulwark, so we're going to,
Engaging target.
there we go.
Hot damn. Let's do this. I need a new target.
Took that off the board. Now the question is... That's okay. We're fine with that, because, again, she has bulwark. Reducing damage coming in. She's good on stability.
Light damage. Holding
We're
firm.
going to quickly take out the Highlander. Again, we already have 3 Highlanders, one of each variant, and I think we even have,
Don't need to tell me twice.
I didn't want to jump because I'm trying to bleed off some heat here. And I think we have... Alright. Can't bleed off that much
Line
heat.
up and I'll shoot them down, Commander.
I was hoping we'd end him. And I think we have a few Highlanders in storage.
Target engaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
Okay, so we are gonna try to leg it so it can't escape. The Victor got up. So I was at EC 10, I think. So I'm wondering if he's just gonna guard. Okay. What was that? An 80
What's the
tonner.
flank?
Oof, her back armor is not great. For sure.
Barely hit, Commander. Good to go.
So she has bulwark. We are going to leave her as is.
On it.
Maybe we gotta sprint her over.
Reporting. Serious armor loss. I'm here.
You're gonna vigilance her.
Location confirmed.
We are turning her back to the Victor, which is dangerous, but we're hoping, kind of hoping this hill blocks most of it. And what we're gonna do is also precision strike the leg. So we know we're gonna knock it over. The question was, can we take out a leg so it can't escape? And we are going to melee 115 damage. We are bleeding off heat. Perfect.
Hell yeah.
And we needed just to hit the CT, which we did. Gonna take this guy out and we're gonna turn on these reinforcements. Maybe they have, what is that? Another Victor.
Good to go. You betcha.
We're gonna try to bleed off some heat here. Although high spirited, so what the heck? Should knock it down. That leg's gotta be
Another hit like that and you're toast.
pretty hurt. We'll take a look. Just gonna get back up here. He's gonna go for glitch. He didn't like getting knocked down by her.
You got nothing, you hear me?
I don't blame him.
Yes, Commander.
So Mockingbird
Order.
is going in. Now I am gonna vigilance her because they are coming in from behind. However, she will double AC 20 him. So that should have done pretty good damage on his left side.
They're flanking.
Yep, we know they're coming in, so we're gonna turn Behemoth around and we're gonna bring Riptide with her
Waiting for orders.
shortly here. Like, we're gonna start facing
Position confirmed.
the enemy. Now, what Behemoth is gonna do is just let him have it.
I copy.
Again, we don't need to salvage him, so we're just knocking him down. If we get the salvage, then great. So that's 3 knockdown injuries. It is an elite mech warrior. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I think he's capped out. So that could be 6, 7 injuries depending on what's in that mech.
Waiting for orders.
Which, again, we don't really have any way of telling. We're just gonna go with the ACs. We're gonna try to get the other pilot injuries. Boom. Target down, head for the evac zone. Pilot incapacitated. Okay, I thought it took 4 injuries, it looks like, so we can salvage it, which is great. I did not expect, I thought Elite Mech Warrior meant something else, so I'll have to go back and look at that. Wow. Alright, we're definitely turning around to meet the new threat here. And that will start with Behemoth.
I copy.
We're gonna jump around. Look at that turn. Look at that turn. About face. Gonna vigilance her. And
Target acquired.
I'm gonna start working on this Victor. 75 tonner. Ooh. Structure exposed, that's not good.
They've blown past my armor.
Ooh, we've taken some damage on that shoulder or right torso.
Reading you. Move order.
We're moving up. No, this Victor scares me. What's... 'cause he has an AC 20. The AC-20 is on the right arm. Can we add that in? No.
Roger. Target confirmed.
Nice. We removed the AC-20, which we wanted to do, to ensure 65 tons. So it would be head hit, injury ignored. We're gonna start moving over our other crabs.
What do you need? Got it.
Riptide's in the back now. We'll bleed heat off. We're just knocking it down. Be nice to have more called shots on it to take it out of the game. Again, we don't need a Victor 9S versus 9B. I don't know if there's much of a difference. We might not have one of those variants. I think we have two. But I thought they were the same variant, so that's something to think about. We're gonna want to vigilance and
Up high.
we're moving her forward. I might come to regret this decision. $125. I'm just looking to do a little damage, build some heat.
I think I hit something good.
So they have an Orion, and I think it looks like a
My
Thunderbolt.
heat. Taking damage.
He got back up. One thing I didn't consider is will he try a melee? He's making a run for it. It's good for us. 100-ton mech. That would be awesome if it was an Atlas, since we have not encountered an Atlas yet. But who knows? Who knows?
On my way.
So we're still in cover here with our sniper King Crab. We are going to try to finish him off.
Here it comes.
Yep, there we go. See how weak that back was? 55. Now, it made sense to turn because his front had 5.
Gotcha.
So I'd probably turn if I was him too.
Go, Lion.
But, that's why you never want to expose your back. Thunderbolt and Orion. We have a gazillion of those. Oof. That's scary. We're gonna bring Behemoth back. She has an exposed torso.
That shot got past my armor. Receiving you.
She has been the target of choice. Ooh, I didn't realize that would... that was a waste of a vigilance. So she's still up front, so she's target of choice.
I'm here.
Mockingbird will replace her as the target of choice. Our next most highly armored mech. You're gonna wait, because as they close the distance on us, we will... I think that's a king crab. I really do. I'm hoping it's an Atlas, but I don't think we're that lucky. Now, one thing we're gonna do with Riptide is just running fairly cool. We're gonna bring his heat up again, double large lasers. 70%'s not that great. I'm gonna only use one. Look at how much stability damage we do.
I
They
hear
have
ya.
bonus stability damage metrics, so don't have bulwark, but we'll keep you there.
Tell me what to do.
Again, we're just trying to kill these mechs. Like, there's the 100-ton one where we will more actively try to incapacitate. We've gone 2 hot headshots, which I'm shocked on. So once we kill these 2, oof. Ow. We're getting you out of there, behemoth.
Standing by. Engaging junction.
Just gonna brace you. And moment of truth. Yeah, King Crab. King Crab has that large laser, I'm pretty sure. But we're gonna
Yes, Commander.
vigilance you. You're gonna show us line of sight, and we're gonna try to take out that thunderbolt. Yeah, King Crab. We'll try to disable them. Alright, if both hit, we're bringing up the... There we go. Overkill, but I wanted that large laser in case one of the AC-20s missed. So we're going to start incapacitating the... Or we're going to work to incapacitate the pilot. He's Vanguard, so that's going to be 4 to 6 injuries is my estimate.
Orders.
And what we can do here is...
On it.
Our Highlander's running cool. But what I want to do here is just keep knocking down the King Crab, because he's scary and can do a lot of damage when he gets close.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And what we're going to have Glitch do, because she's cooling off now, is just that. Splitting damage. Boom. Trying to work on... So we're going to focus our kind of DPS on... Ah, we missed. But we should knock him down. So 1. I think we're going for 5. We'll see what happens. Mockingbird has Vanguard.
Reading you.
So where's that AC-10? Alright. Trifecta. Ooh. Alright, we're running low on ammo. Ooh. That looked like it hit. To be honest.
Ready for orders.
So we're letting the King Crab get up, which again is scary. Don't run towards us, please. Nope. Oof. That is so scary. We're gonna keep moving back and just knocking him over.
Standing by.
We need to take out that Orion somehow. You know what? We're gonna put some damage on him. So then if we can knock out the torsos for some injuries, we can too. So you can see here,
I hear hear ya.
We're gonna do the same thing again. Gonna take the...
You get a headshot, and you get a headshot.
Unsteady. So this is a 2 count for knocking him down.
Yes, Commander.
Putting more damage on him even though he's defended. We're trying to fill up that bar and knock him down, which this is where it gets really scary because he's gonna start shooting, so we're gonna try to take out a torso. Shit. Ow. I think both of those hit.
I'm here.
Mockingbird. Vigilance first.
Move order received.
We can only fire one AC-20.
Copy that.
Alright, when we down him, we might actually target him to see if we can take out an AC-20. The Orion's moving up. I'm gonna shoot at nobody.
Location.
Again, we're gonna knock down the crab. We're firing every... Ooh, shoot. I didn't realize how weak his center torso is. Alright, 3 counts.
This heat is cooking my internal structure.
We are going to... The Orion is armored. Oh boy. Okay, well, if we happen to blow him up, not the end of the world. Okay.
Good to go.
So, here's the deal, guys. We really just want to take out that shoulder. So, we're gonna see if we can...
Delivery. Did you see that?
Pilot incapacitated. Great job. Alright, we're bringing home our next king crab. Now, the question is... Oof. Alright, we're fine with this because we're trying to... They're spreading the damage between the two.
Armor blow through.
Although, it would have been better to target Glitch, but...
Reading you.
We're gonna Vigilance, and we're going to sprint right up close.
Double time. Let's go.
Start meleeing now that we're out.
Yep.
I mean, we don't really... We're just...
Locked on.
We're gonna knock down and take him out as quick as possible. We don't really care about knocking him down. We care about taking weapons like out of play and making sure that he doesn't get a lucky shot on anybody. We are playing self-imposed Iron Man mode. So like, you know, what does that mean practically? It means if someone dies, then we just live with it. I have been playing fairly conservative, so that's why I've kept everybody alive and got everybody maxed out. But anything can happen in these missions. Like this was, I would argue, a much more difficult mission than I even anticipated.
I leap. I soar.
So we're cool. So we're gonna fire everything we have.
Good.
Really like our our sniper king crab. It's performed very well. Glitch has done a very good job. Pilot injured.
Yes, Commander.
Mockingbird. So hold on. $77 versus 46. So when we fire, now she has bulwark, so that's why we're standing here. All right. Pilot injured.
Critical hit.
Ah, we should have gone for the kill.
Reporting heavy damage.
Good to go. Engaging. Target.
Just shooting a bunch of missiles. Spreading damage around. It is guarded.
Got past his armor.
Commander.
Vigilancing because we do not want to
Lifting off.
run that risk.
Engaging target.
Hopefully we cause it to shut down. Did we? I don't
What can I
think
do for
so.
Uh-huh.
Alright. We don't get a called shot, but we should end it. Or so I hoped. Oof. Pilot injured. Vanguard. I think that's 4, maybe 5. And it gets up. So that was a classic case of I shouldn't have taken weapons off of Behemoth. That was a mistake. So it looks like it sprinted.
Leading you.
What do you need?
Alright, we're just gonna end this, guys, I think. Pilot injured.
I think I hit something good. LRM
Wow.
are out.
Yes,
We
Commander.
run out of our LRMs.
Location confirmed.
I'm just curious how many this takes. I think we're on...
4.
Knocked him down 4 times. Okay, well, we just blew it up. That works too.
Destroyed.
So that's how it's done, guys. All targets eliminated. Sit tight and I can collect you from where you are at right now. That was exciting stuff, guys. In my opinion, we had 2 headshots. Successful. Actually, like intended. We targeted it and did it, which is amazing. We have our 4th King Crab. We took some damage. It was hairy there. Like, the armor ratings got down pretty low. But no injuries. Minor damage. That should only be a day. And wow. Like, that was quite the run. Okay, so... Uh-oh, guys. I was mistaken. I could have sworn we incapacitated the King Crab. Although maybe we accidentally blew up the CT when we did it. I could have sworn he was incapacitated. We have to go back and look. That's disappointing. It's very disappointing. Alright, leg mod plus plus. I think we want that. +3 accuracy, energy, missiles would be nice. So we're gonna, like, we don't really need mechs. I just wanted that king crab, so I'm disappointed. Okay, we got some nice stuff. I'm hoping. Now you're gonna see what we're gonna do with this leg mod plus in a second here. So there we have it, another episode. This will go into our Fighting Assaults series, so you can see what it's like. Interesting. So we finished at 733. We're maxed out on experience. I would really ideally like a Ronin, but maybe I want to design a new type of mech. I'm sorry, mech warrior. Griffin, you always check because you could have lost tech on certain planets. Arm mod, leg mod, ballistics. Okay. So we're gonna do.
Nice to see you
So
down
this
here
is
in
works
the
perfectly because you'll see what I'm gonna do. We have to. So first of all, we're gonna send this guy to storage because we don't need him. We could sell him too, but we'll just store him in case something catastrophic happens. I'm gonna send this guy to storage. It's more variable, but I just don't think I'll ever use him. Awesome is awesome, but it's later tonnage, and I just don't think I'm going to use him. And who's this guy? That's the guy where the Victor is great, but it's also lower tonnage, so we're probably not going to use him. Now the reason I'm putting these away is it just costs less, and quite frankly, I like my outfit, and I know that I'm not going to use them anytime soon. If I need them, I'll bring them out, I'll retrofit them, have them ready to go. So we're going to repair everything, and we're going to remove this plus DFA, and we're going to add in leg mod plus 15 DFA damage, and we are going to not remove a heatsink or remove a medium laser. Just make sure everything's repaired. We are very heavily armored. You can see durability is paramount, and now with this leg mod we can do more DFA damage.
I'll let you know when that's done.
So yes, now let's take a quick look here. Capture beast. Just looking at timing. Alright guys, we are going to call this an episode. Thank you for watching, and catch us in the next one. We will do, I promise, and I think after this I might do one more procedural mission because I would just like 4 king crabs because I think that would be hilarious. But we'll see, that might not be practical. I think going with 2 king crabs and some longer range stuff probably makes more sense. So after this, we will make the determination in the next episode if we do one more procedural mission or if we will focus in on the priority missions. So catch us in the next episode. Thanks for watching.